I didn't believe the warnings at first. Every night at exactly 3:17 a.m., my phone vibrated once on the nightstand. Not a call, not a notification, just a vibration. The screen stayed black. At first, I thought it was a glitch, maybe an app misbehaving, maybe my phone was dying. But when it happened again the next night, and the night after that, I started paying attention. Always 3:17 a.m. Never a minute earlier, never a minute later. I checked my notification history. Nothing. Battery logs. Nothing. I even put my phone on airplane mode. Still at 3:17 a.m. it vibrated. The fourth night, I woke up before it happened. I don't know why. My eyes just opened, wide and alert like my body knew. The room was silent except for the hum of the refrigerator down the hall. The digital clock on my dresser read 3:16 a.m. I stared at my phone. At 3:17 it vibrated. This time, the screen turned on by itself. A single message appeared. Unknown sender. Are you awake? My heart pounded. I hadn't touched the phone. No sound had played. Just that soft vibration and those 3 words glowing in the dark. I didn't reply. The screen went black again. The next morning, I checked my phone history again. The message wasn't there. No record. No sender ID. It was like it had never existed. I told myself it was stress, lack of sleep, my mind filling in gaps. That night, I left the lights on. At 3:17 a.m., the vibration came again. The screen lit up. Unknown sender. Good, that makes this easier. My breath caught in my throat. I typed back. Who is this? The typing indicator appeared instantly. 3 dots, then the reply. Someone who used to live there. My stomach tightened. What do you mean there? I typed. The response took longer this time. Your apartment. I sat up in bed, scanning the room. The door was locked. The windows were shut. The building was old, sure, but not that old. You're joking, I typed. Who is this really? At 3:18 a.m., a new message arrived. Check the hallway mirror. I froze. The hallway mirror was directly outside my bedroom. A tall, narrow mirror the previous tenant had left behind. I hated that thing. It reflected the dark hallway perfectly at night, like a doorway into somewhere else. I didn't move. Another message. Please, I can't show you yet. Show me what? Against every instinct screaming in my head, I swung my legs off the bed and opened my bedroom door. The hallway light flickered on. I stepped toward the mirror. My reflection stared back, pale, tired, eyes sunken from too many sleepless nights. Then I noticed something wrong. My reflection was smiling. I was. I stumbled backward, heart hammering, nearly dropping my phone. The screen vibrated again. I see you noticed. I ran back into my bedroom and slammed the door shut. Stop this, I typed with shaking hands. This isn't funny. The reply came immediately. I died in that hallway. My chest felt tight, my breathing shallow. There was a fire, the message continued. 10 years ago, electrical. The landlord covered it up. I didn't make it out. I remembered then, a vague line buried deep in the rental agreement. Minor incident, fully renovated. I never asked questions. Why are you messaging me? I typed. There was a long pause. Then, because you're sleeping in my room. That night, I didn't sleep at all. At 3:17 a.m., the phone vibrated again. This time, I was ready. What do you want? I typed. The response came slowly, deliberately. I want you to remember me. No one did. Another message followed. They erased everything. My name, my stuff. Even the mirror was supposed to be thrown away. I swallowed hard. Why me? The typing dots blinked. Because you hear me. The messages continued every night. Always at 3:17 a.m. They told me things no stranger could know. How the floor creaked near the window. How the heater clicked twice before turning on. How the bathroom light sometimes flickered when it rained. All things I had noticed, but never mentioned. One night, I asked the question I'd been avoiding. What happens at 3:17? The reply came instantly. That's when the fire reached my room. I stared at the screen. That's when I stopped breathing. The air in my apartment started to feel wrong. Colder, heavier. The mirror in the hallway fogged over at night, even when the air was dry. Sometimes, when I passed it, I saw movement behind me that vanished when I turned around. At 3:17 a.m., the messages changed. It's getting harder to stay. They're forgetting me again. If I go, I take this place with me. I didn't understand what that meant until the night the smell started. Smoke. Faint but unmistakable. I woke up coughing, heart racing, scanning for flames. There were none. Just the smell, thick and acrid, clinging to the air. At 3:17 a.m., my phone buzzed. It's happening again. I panicked. What's happening? I typed. The fire remembers, came the reply. The hallway light flickered violently. The walls creaked. The mirror began to crack, thin fractures spreading across the glass like veins. You have to leave, I typed. I'm calling the fire department. No, the message came. You have to stay. My blood ran cold. Why? The reply was the last thing I expected. Because someone has to take my place. The smoke thickened. The ceiling groaned. Heat pressed against my skin like invisible hands. I won't die here, I typed desperately. The typing dots appeared, then vanished. A final message arrived. Neither did I. The hallway mirror shattered. The heat vanished instantly. The smoke disappeared. Silence. The next morning, everything was normal. No smoke damage, no cracks, no broken mirror, just empty space where it had stood. My phone showed no messages, no vibration history, nothing. I moved out that week. I told myself it was over. Last night, in my new apartment, my phone vibrated on the nightstand. The clock read 3:17 a.m. A message appeared. I stood frozen in the doorway, staring at my reflection. Except it wasn't copying me. I raised my hand. The reflection didn't. It smiled instead. My phone vibrated again. Unknown sender. You always hated mirrors. You said they showed things that weren't there. I stepped closer, my breath fogging the glass. In the reflection, something moved behind me. I turned around. Nothing. When I looked back at the mirror, my reflection was gone. Another message appeared. Unknown sender. Do you remember the night you locked me in? My chest tightened. Memories surfaced, blurred, painful. A childhood bedroom. A broken mirror. Someone screaming, not from the room, but from inside the glass. The mirror suddenly cracked down the center. From the other side, a hand pressed against it. My hand. Except older, pale, shaking. My phone buzzed one last time. Unknown sender. I've been waiting 12 years for you to look back. The lights went out. In the darkness, I felt cold fingers wrap around my wrist, pulling me forward. The mirror swallowed the room in silence. The next morning, my apartment was empty. No signs of a struggle. No broken glass. Just a mirror in the hallway. Perfectly intact. And at 3:17 a.m. every night, a phone inside the apartment lights up. Receiving messages from an unknown sender. Still waiting for a reply. Unknown sender. You still remember me, right? I haven't replied yet, but my hallway mirror just arrived. And it looks familiar.